At T-Mobile, our critical mission is providing unparalleled 5G coverage for when connectivity is mission critical. Introducing T-Priority, America's best 5G network experience for first responders, even in times of congestion. More capacity, faster speeds, better coverage. T-Priority from T-Mobile, built for tomorrow's emergencies, ready today. Discover more at t-priority.com.
For qualifying organizations on eligible rate plans, coverage not available in some areas and may be impacted by emergencies.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. From your morning podcast to your afternoon playlist, State Farm knows you personalize your entire day, and that's why State Farm helps you personalize your insurance with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It offers coverage options that help protect what you care about most at an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Gundam Lorecast, where we take a deep dive into the Mobile Suit Gundam series, such as the multiple timelines, mobile suits, characters, and so much more. Welcome back, pilots, to another episode of the Gundam Lorecast. I am one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Jesse.
You got everybody.
And today we are bringing you a mobile suit that was actually asked on our last episode, or not last episode, but our Exia episode. Someone asked us, hey, could you do this mobile suit? And, you know, we just did the Unicorn, so might as well do this one right after, which is the NZ666 Kshatriya. It's the trying to read it and say it makes your brain tumble. The K is what it like. Oh, or AKA the quad wing, which is much easier to say, is the mobile suit featured in the novel and OVA series Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. It is piloted by Merida Cruz. Merida Cruz. Tomato.
For context, guys, I watched this literally earlier today. So
it's fresh in his mind.
Yeah.
Not me when I worked 8 to 9 hours earlier.
I mean, I just had this playing while I was working.
I work in retail. I don't have that luxury all the time.
I got headphones.
Yeah, well, even then, just in case my boss walks in the door. But anyway, moving on. So we do have some of its technology and combat characteristics. So the NZ666 Kshatriya, God, the freaking K, was designed with the intention of minimizing the NZ00 Queen Mancha, which was more than 40 meters tall, while retaining its performance. This was done through the implementation of new technology, including the installation of Psychoframe around its cockpit, since Neo Zeon lost the ability to manufacture Psychoframe following the Second Neon Zeon War. The Kshatriya became a one-off unit. Another factor that contributed to its miniaturization was most of its functions are concentrated on its 4 wings or binders. So, yeah. And the Queen Mansa was originally in, I'm trying to see, what is that, double Zeta? Yeah, I believe that was double Zeta. Yeah, double Zeta. Yeah, include known pilots were Plee-2 and Glimmy-Todo, yeah. Plee-2 being the, somewhat, I think she becomes a romance option for Judai, or maybe?
I don't remember.
I mean, I still need to get through double Zeta. It's just hard getting through it because it was all subbed, and I hate the opening with a burning passion. I hate that. I hate that opening. I'm sorry. I love Gundam, but I hate that opening. So, as a result, the Kshatriya was almost half the size of its predecessor. The 4 massive wing/binders were also the Kshatriya's greatest features, each containing 2 mega particle cannons, a funnel container with 6 funnels, an eye-field generator, flexible thrusters, a propellant tank, and sub-arm equipped with a small beam saber. Each wing/binder also serves as an A and B AC unit. Like its predecessor, the Kshatriya requires a powerful new type of pilot.
Which, like, it has 24 total funnels. Like,
Yeah.
without a new type, it's not happening.
No.
But also, that's a little excessive on the funnel.
Right. Well, even then, like, most of the mobile suits with funnels require a new type to use because the new types are the only ones that are able to really use the funnels.
Right. And then you go with that many of them?
Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, I think it has more than the Cubile, if I recall. So, moving
they use
on.
them in the first episode. She uses them and launches like all of them at once, and it's insane.
Yeah, and then the Unicorn transforms to its Gundam form and deflects all the beams away. So because
that's a separate
Psycho.
One. She uses it at the very beginning of the episode, and then she uses it again with Unicorn.
That's right. So moving with its armaments, so it does have a beam saber. So the Kshatriya is armed with a total of 6 beam sabers for melee combat. 2 are located in the forearms and can be used as beam guns when stored. And while the remaining 4 are small beam sabers mounted in the subarms that are in the Kshatriya's wing/binders, the generated beam blade is strong enough to cut through a standard mobile suit armor with ease. So not only does it have 24 bits, has mega particle cannons, and an eye-field generator, but, 6 beam sabers, because why the hell not? Because, why not?
Ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Has a machine cannon, so this is a pair of rapid-firing projectile weapons that are mounted on the chest between the mega particle cannons. They are primary for restricting enemy movements in close range. Yeah, makes sense there. We have funnels. Oh boy, this is everybody's favorite weapons. If you play GB4, this is a very good weapon to have in GB4 as any type of funnels or gun bits or anything like that. The Kshatriya is armed with 24 funnels for an all-range attacks. Each funnel possesses a beam gun that is capable of melting an enemy's mobile suit's armor. 6 are stored within each of the Kshatriya's 4 wings/binders and are remotely controlled primarily through the use of Psycho Frame-equipped cockpit. The funnels are used primarily to allow the Kshatriya to engage large numbers of enemies at the same time or to overwhelm a powerful foe, aka the Unicorn. Because that's the only powerful foe the Kshatriya actually faces. Yeah, I think that is the only powerful.
There's not that many powerful suits in
Unicorn anyway. It's Unicorn, the Banshee, and then the what's his face uses from Xeon. I can't remember his name.
I don't remember. He didn't show up yet in my rewatch.
It's Full Frontal, right? No, or is that?
Yes, the one that looks like Char.
Yeah, that's Full Frontal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking, is that Wing or is that Unicorn? I can't remember.
No, because it's Zex and
Zex is in Wing. That's right. Yeah, so it's Full Frontal.
They all look the same. Too.
They do. It's oh my god, it's so confusing sometimes. I'm like, wait a minute, is that Char? Oh no, that's not Char. Wait, what? It's so confusing. So it does have the mega particle cannon. The Kshatriya is armed with 12 mega particle cannons. 12. 1, 2, 12. Why?
So unnecessary.
4 are mounted on the chest. And they are fired together to create a single, very powerful beam, or to fire a scattering beam in a manner similar to a shotgun. Why? You just want to overpower this thing.
So ridiculous.
2 more of these cannons are mounted on each wing/binder, allowing the Kshatriya to fire off enemies from any direction.
I love it. It's ridiculous.
I
They said, how many beams can we put on one suit? Let's go.
And the answer was yes. Like, that was just the answer. Yes. And I was like, what do you mean yes? We will. And it's like, that doesn't answer my question. How many? Yes. Okay, what? And you get 12 on top of 24 funnels. What in the living world were these engineers trying to make? Obviously a predecessor to the Queen Mantra, which is, you know, a very powerful mobile suit, but still, my gosh. Anyway, we have the beam Gatling gun, which is only used in the novel, which is a pair of beam Gatling guns is attached to the right forearm. That's
of course they are.
Yeah, because, you know, big guns needs
more guns.
The thing needs more guns, apparently. I don't know. This thing is constantly has so much firepower for no unnecessary reason.
Yes.
So, going against the Unicorn makes sense, but still, even before the Unicorn was even shown up, it was around. So what was the point?
I mean, there were still old Gundams.
No one apparently was using at the time.
They weren't anymore. They got replaced for unknown reason.
Right. Moving into the special equipments and features. So we do have the Psycho Frame cockpit. So the Psycho Frame is a technology that builds the brainwaves to machine code translator known as Psychocom into the metal frame of the mobile suit. This allows a new type or cyber-newtype pilot to mentally connect to with their mobile suit operating system, similar to that to a biosensor, and directly issue commands via pilot brainwaves. So that means they're using their mind to control the mobile suit. They become the Gundam. Or in Cessna's, favorite line, I am Gundam. But literally, it's like a 2-year-old talking, but still.
I'm still convinced he's just Hero, but
he is. I mean, have we not talked about the parallels between Double O and Wing?
We've talked literally about it a bit. We could do a whole episode on.
We could do a whole episode on the comparison. Oh, absolutely, because I've seen both. You've seen both, so yeah, Double O is literally the modern day version of Wing. If Wing came out in 2006 or whatever the year that, or no, it was 2000. It was like in the 2010s.
Yeah,
that's when Double O came out. So, Anyway, we have a subarm. So hidden in the binders, the subarms can be used to destroy an opposing mobile suit's arm simply by latching onto it, or used to capture a mobile suit, as shown in its Capture the Unicorn. Each subarm is equipped with a small beam saber. Part of the, 6 beam sabers it has for some other reason as well. So, more firepower for unknown godly reasons. And we have the I-field generator. Located in each binder, produces a Minovsky particle barrier around the mobile suit capable of deflecting incoming enemy beam fire. So not only does it have a freaking plethora of ammunition with mega particle cannons, funnels, and beam sabers, but it can have an I-field generator where, beam weapons don't mean shit. Pretty much what it comes down to. Why? just why? Oh my god, this is just ridiculous. So, but that being said, just take a quick mid-break, thank our listeners, and we'll be right back.
Este episodio es presentado por Honda. Descubra la nueva Honda Passport Trail Sport Todoterreno. La Passport más todoterreno que Honda haya imaginado jamás. Esta Passport cuenta con mayor altura al suelo, barras de techo en todas sus versiones y neumáticas especialmente diseñados para cualquier terreno. Además, disfruta todos tus viajes con el control de clima de 3 zonas, techo panorámico y opciones como asientos delanteros con calefacción y ventilación. Conoce más en honda.com/Passport.
Good night, itchy eyes. Good night, sudden sneeze. Good night to your symptoms of allergies. Xyzal is the allergy medicine you take before bed. It provides powerful relief while you rest your head. Not just all night, but all the next day. Xyzal keeps working, keeping allergies at bay. And without those annoying symptoms disturbing your rest, you can wake up the next morning feeling your absolute best. Remember, be wise all. Take Xyzal. At night.
All right, now we're in the middle of the show where we thank all of our listeners for helping and supporting and listening to the show. Thank you guys so much for listening. And if you want to support the show, there's a few options you can do. You can go to patreon.com/the Gundam Lorecast, where you can get ad-free episodes, or even join us once a month on the show itself. You can also find us on Apple and Spotify. Leave 5-star review on Apple, or a nice Spotify comment with some words. We'll read it out loud the next time on the show, which we do have one today from Ramen, from our Unicorn Gundam episode. Recently got into Gundam because of the card game. Love your podcast. Have my fingers crossed you guys do a Build a Burning Gundam one day. We will at some point. We'll do each of the protagonists of each series. So it's going to happen.
Don't worry. I'm making a list of what protagonists we haven't got to yet. We'll get there.
There's a lot still, but still.
There are.
We haven't done the Zeta. We haven't done the double Zeta. We haven't done
the Alex. We haven't done any of the ones from Age.
Yeah, and Age has a lot.
Yeah,
like it's just like the main ones, which is so weird.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, we've done our favorites.
Haven't even gotten to my ridiculous Turn A yet. There's a lot to go.
Oh, don't get me started on that mobile suit. That whole entire series it's oh boy,
it's weird and I love it.
I don't know if I love it. I'll hate it. But anyway, you can also find us on a few different Discord servers. The Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Ben and Friends Podcasting Discord, where you can find this show and all the plethora of shows that I host, which are Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, the Final Fantasy Lorecast, the Wizarding World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. So go check those out. All great stuff. Go check out Robots Radio. We have a plethora of shows for you to listen to. So check that stuff out. It's great. Other than that, I don't really have anything else. Oh, I am going to be seeing the G-Quix beginning prologue in theaters this upcoming Thursday, as we're recording this, as this episode comes out on Thursday. I'll be seeing to watch that. So stay tuned for my talks about that next week. Of how that goes. And we'll go do a mobile suit, and then we'll probably throw that in the mid break. But pretty cool stuff. I'm excited. I don't know how long it is. I think it's like around an hour and a half. I think it's roughly like 3 episodes.
I'm hoping to be able to see it this weekend, but we'll see if I'm gonna have time or not.
Fair. And there is a didn't they announce a new Gundam based tour? Actually, I can just go to Gundam info. It might be on there.
I did see that they announced it, but I haven't seen any info pop up yet.
Okay. Because I think it's only in Japan. I think. Tickets on sale now for G-Quix the beginning. There's a new Gunpla coming out this. By the way, G-Quix is interesting. If you have not seen the mobile suits that are going to be coming out for G-Quix, they have a gun cannon styled one. They have a Zaku styled one. The G-Quix is based off the Gundam. So it's very interesting, for sure.
It's been getting more and more weird things, and I'm enjoying them.
Yeah. But, yeah, okay, they haven't officially announced it. Okay, well, that's fair. But anyway, do you have anything for the mid-break?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't think there's been any like real big news things that I've seen that I feel like we need to share.
No, besides the upcoming SD Gundam G Generation Eternal mobile game and the remaster of the Mobile Suit Gundam Seed game, which is exciting. That we get to finally play that here in the West. So.
And if you want a high grade Zegok, there's one of those coming out.
Oh, from Seed Freedom, yeah.
Actually, it went on sale 3 days ago. But
is that the one from Seed Freedom? You talking about that one?
Yeah.
With the Infinite Justice Gundam that you can have inside.
Yes.
Yeah, it's cool.
The only other thing is, if you want to vote on what movie they're gonna share on Gundam Info, they have a vote up right now.
Oh, okay.
It's a vote. I think they're gonna show 3 movies, and you can vote on which ones. And
just don't vote on the 00. That's the only one that you don't vote on.
No, don't vote for that.
Don't vote for that. We don't watch it. We don't like. No, just don't vote on it.
Thunderbolt.
Vote for what?
Vote for Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt, yes, go and vote for Thunderbolt. But with that being said,
December Sky.
Let's dive back into the Kshatriya.
BTW, FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an adjustable implant, 68 milligrams radio pain. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
$15 for you, and you, and you. Everybody gets $15. Just stop by Take 5 Oil Change now through the end of February, get a Mobile One oil change, and you'll earn a $15 prepaid MasterCard. And you, and you, and you! See terms and conditions.
So now we have the history of the Kshatriya. So the Kshatriya is used by Neo Zeon remnant group, the Sleeves, and served as, is it, you said Mardia? Merida. That's Merida? All right. Merida Cruz's personal unit. It is first seen in combat against 3 G-Gens during the trip to Industrial 7 colony after being alerted to Londo Bell forces near the colony. Merida. Why am I why are these
Brave.
Words? Why are these words?
Movie Brave. Merida.
Fun fact, I haven't watched that.
I haven't either. I just know that most people
Merida.
have.
Okay. I haven't.
And she has similar hair.
She's a redhead. I guess that's true.
It's like poofy and curly.
Oh, good point. So Merida uses the Kshatriya to attack the enemy mobile suits consisting of RGM-89D G-Gens, RGZ-95 Rizals, and the RGZ-95C Rizal command types to order to give... some...
Subaru
Zennerman.
Yeah.
God, what are these names? Like my brain's like not thinking correctly. And their ship... Oh God, I don't even want to try.
I can't help you with that one. Garan series,
I guess.
Garan Sierras is what I'm gonna go.
Sure. Time to escape. The resulting battle ends up reaching the colony interior and results to sever civilian casualties. Despite being significantly outnumbered, the Kshatriya managed to destroy a majority of the mobile suits. So that's fun.
She's a ridiculous pilot. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And then going with the Battle of Industrial 7. So Merida later manages to locate Minerva Lao Zabi, but is ambushed by a D-50C Loto and ends up losing her and destroying the Loto. Upon recovering, however, she is unable to search for Minerva as the RX-0 Unicorn Gundam, piloted by Menager Lynx, attacked the Kshatriya and forced Merida outside the colony. There, the Unicorn Gundam's destroy mode is activated, and the Kshatriya lost 2 of its shoulder binders and several funnels in the resulting battle. Upon the recovery of Subaru, Merida broke off from the battle and retreated like a wimp.
Probably smart.
No, she was getting messed up, and she would have died in a heartbeat if she entangled with the unicorn any longer. So, coolest transformation though. The unicorn transformation was pretty awesome. Not gonna lie.
It is. It's pretty
It's
sweet.
pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. So the Kshatriya is seen again during the battle between the Unicorn Gundam and the MSN-06S Sananju, ambushing the former after entered destroy mode. Together with the Sananju, the Kshatriya was able to overwhelm the Gundam and capture it as it returned into Unicorn mode.
For those of you that were yelling at your phones and speakers when we couldn't remember what the other suit was, there it is.
Yeah, this is Sananju. This is Sananju. There we go. We found it. The Kshatriya reappeared during the Londo Bell / the ECOAS offensive to take back the Unicorn Gundam. Merida faces off against Menager, but the Unicorn's NTD system activates, taking control of Kshatriya's funnels. Menager manages to severely damage the Kshatriya and is about to deliver the finishing blow when the Psycho frames resonate, giving Menager a glimpse of Merida's past as Plea 12. Menager takes the heavily damaged Kshatriya and Merida on board of the Nahel Argama. Yep. And she was part of the experiments to make cyber-newtypes, so that's why it's not good. And then after the Battle of Plalu, the crew of the Nahel Argama began repairing the Kshatriya, thus becoming the NZ666 Kshatriya Blessing Rung. So,
just a fancy version.
Yeah, it's a fancy version. And that is the variant we have is the Blessing Rung Kshatriya, which is not really that fancy when you look at it. It literally is since the Kshatriya's captured, the Kshatriya was stripped of its basic frame and weapons for analysis and structure data. All funnels are mentioned to have been removed previously as the mobile suit was being dismantled aboard the Nahel Nargama, and there's no exact knowledge of the form of armaments remaining aboard the stripped mobile suit. However, as the right arm has remained intact, it is questionable whether or not the beam saber stored within it has been removed. Despite the damaged state, the Kshatriya Besserung was still able to temporarily pin down the Rosen Zulu in a surprise attack. So, yeah, it's basically one of the arms is completely stripped.
They pretty much just
so it's the left arm and the right leg are essentially stripped.
Yeah, they took out the majority of the bad, kind of, I guess is really how you think about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Any of the weapons and things got pulled out to test them and didn't get put back in time.
Yeah, pretty much. And then last but not least, we have notes and trivia. So the Kshatriya is the military and ruling social order / caste in Hinduism. The word in Sanskrit literally means warrior or ruler. Fair enough. The model number of the Kshatriya, NZ666, is a reference to the mark of the beast, or the devil's number. If you don't know religious symbolism, that's it. Specifically in Christianity, that's the mark of the beast from Revelations.
Which, I mean, when you think about everything that's on it, except against the Gundam, it pretty much is.
Yeah, pretty much. And then in Gundam versus Gundam Next Plus, Kshatriya is unlockable as a PSP exclusive unit and plays as an essentially scaled down version of the NZ000 Queen Mansa. When it reappeared in the Extreme Versus series, its cost was steadily lowered from 3,000 in Next Plus to 2,500 in Extreme Versus and 2,000 for Full Burst and Maxi Boost. If nobody knows what that means, the Extreme series and the Full Burst and Maxi Boost, those are the arcade fighting games. You can play Gundam Versus on PS4, and then you can also get the Maxi Boost game on PS4 and PS5 as well.
Yes.
I believe it's on Steam too. I don't know. I don't remember that.
I think it is. I do know that when I was in Japan, you could play it in the arcades, and they had like rows of them connected to each other.
Oh no, yeah.
I've
been to anime conventions where they had two on each side, because it was 2v2. It was all 2v2 game styles, where you're sitting physically in like a cockpit chair, piloting a Gundam.
It's awesome.
Or a mobile suit or whatever. It's amazing. I want one for my room. That would be freaking sick.
I don't have room for it in this room, but
I don't have room at all in my house. So
if I was able to afford that, I'd be able to afford room to put it in.
Right. Yeah, because arcade machines aren't cheap. Not at all. But yeah, that's all I got on the Kshatriya.
I don't really have anything else about it. I mean, it's really cool. It's
overloaded with funnels.
It gets quickly overshadowed by a Unicorn and its series,
absolutely.
but it is really cool. I mean, that's what happens with every Xeon/Neo Xeon suit, is it gets overshadowed by a Gundam.
By the mobile suit called Gundam whatever.
Almost immediately. But
yeah.
It's cool for what it is.
It is. That's true. So, yeah, I have nothing else to add either. So I guess that's it for the Kshatriya. So everybody, again, thank you for listening to the Gundam Lorecast. And remember, pilots, stay safe out there. Thank you for listening to the Gundam Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcasting Discord, where you can share how you got into the Gundam series, and you can even find us on Twitter at Gundam Lorecast, and even email us at gundamlorecast@outlook.com.